Yema obi biara achima obi biara akwaba enfambra anopahinma nonsia akan kasiebo wo big family radio kasa efree Embruno aso de ensama hodo yensa ka na ya aboaboa no yede ebosumu ewo kasa efree yede fie main studio do blogono upper class school junction ewo ena kasiebo yede fie amadrosumu ende anope na ejumaku bi su adaroma ena wo bo mechi dom anope medin sama hudui meze baba dan wokasa efree na meso de efinu akodo ada oye ahonto AA construction works root fashion and deco MB cakes and pastries ena afe oye Williams pub dim herbal enwoni ejumaku wo bo mechi ende anope wo bo mechi dom medical sebono mede eba abadano kasebono da odumu akoten ebi enyene dem dom koma wo man Ghana embrehye bedwomufie wa yensam chofo nhyimu a ebusia na mu nsam no meze eba abadan wo kase boyimu na oye Shami no man Ghana embrehye bedwomufie no eno so wakasa na nsam okane na efane World Bank ena Ghana ye amembu ensamoto ya konsanfo from nso a osofopon bi akasa Ose National Day Thanksgiving and Prayer no oyada enwon so waja tuma wo behwe edimu edwuma aprosifo won say so abrentie bia endeda na nimfo yindi nchechechere wachi abofo bia wabu no funfunam de no aprosifo nsa eso no ma abusia yede ensam no nchemu eba bro ensam no bi mi kan ho na ya aboabo na mazabo somo de anapanyen ma no sia akan kasebo wo kasa efree idom. Yes, streaming live on Facebook and not your Big Family Radio and a Big Family TV. YouTube, Big Family Radio and a Big Family TV over YouTube. But more than na one so quite na could say in some aquarium and Namakudwa or Chogu ewo ho na TV. Na for wadwin chef Fabra, you better burn at a jer, na king canning any a dam of a fair field the dead dough, aquana corner drink to mess of them. Ebmo free no aquado. Ade he yada mi we free ha na yansumo sompa anope okin Kenya mosomo no idin amejeto aranyene ejata kobena dodo na from ejata across school time was porcupine afe jebrei na memfa ensam no ninchemu emom se amafo bakaya oncheri biara enoboboto gwate oye Ghana yenes kakrabia batan amra doda no ye owura esiama na ose eni pabobol baye oha ena wapamon ozo na efi edwumanum ne na da mankrofo no wo afe apeme bi na edwenu anane mu December bosom no no ena wo fa won edwumanum na wakasa wo chem dem me enkrofo fo wo edwumam na chede onye mra kwano de minti ena amrado edema Ghana yenes kakrabia batan no owura esiama ohwe opam de mankrofo oyiwon efi wo na ona namdo emadom kuma wo man Ghana embrehye ebedwomufie oye wone Savlugu embrehye bedwomeni onimianfo Abdul Aziz Fatia ono eno yes amchofu nhiem no ne akado tugo na ochemu dem sa woye edom kuma wo man Ghana mbehye bedwomufie de dwumade wesi ewo Ghana yenis kakwabe batan wenu anje ho de wo pama nkrofo wa bra atantene wen mpanyinfo na wa matna send hu abobu wan hu asman kan wasam de onya de otwaye kram de me no na chede wo tete man Ghana yene amambra no afe apeme no kono de kono bi na amambra no wo tete do oyele ballo na afe so basic decency ni nyina no ontwaye ewu mum na wasanso ka chem dem de medma ye fe wa pam wonim oyada abano ofon wan not to nano no de mokofo safatade we edwuma wo Ghana yene skakrabia awodo e wa mesbobwa amampuntu awodo etuma konkan e wo man Ghana de minti no enonam do aban no ofo de mokofo edwum na sende woda sori wanka bia nhye yi bia mfim na amrado edema Ghana yene skakrabia batan kasenom no se de mokofo won se fata we edwuma won wa apamo na wanti ase de minti no ena wo ye de me ensam chofo nhyiemu no
couple to strongly condemn the recent mass termination of over 100 employees of the Bank of Ghana. These dismissals carried out without just cause consultation, or due process. Represent a clear violation of our Constitution, labor laws, and basic decency. These workers lawfully carried, included and properly vetted, were contributing to national development. Yet, without warning, they were dismissed and martyred. This action is inspired by a directive from the Chief of Staff in a letter dated 11 February 2025, which sought to revoke all public sector appointments made after 7 December 2024. Wholly unconstitutional and unlawful. No such directive has legal authority, and institutions must not act politically. Constitutional and legal breaches here. Article 24 of the 1992 Constitution guarantees every Ghanaian the right to work under fair and satisfactory conditions. Article 23 further requires public institutions to act lawfully and fairly. The Labour Act 2003, Act 651, particularly Section 64 and 65, lays out clear grounds for termination: misconduct, incapacity, or redundancy, none of which apply here. If redundancy were the reason, the bank was required by law to notify the chief labor officer, consult affected employees, and offer compensation. It did none of these. These terminations, therefore, are not just administrative error, they are calculated breaches of the law. Here, the probation excuse, legally flawed. We have noted that some dismissals were disguised as termination during the probation. Probation is not a license for arbitrary dismissals. It must be based on documented assessment and clear communication.
Yetwa and Sam Nado Namadaho Ewo or Mangana Mresha Bejomufie Yera Alban Bagbin Somana Kingsford Ono Eye Mresha Bejomufu one Chiamehin other one anno na penny pada one anno na ono and another to go chemude say yes or man Ghana and Mresha Bejomufin no man Ghana ye here at Aban Papa ye here Abana emuya dot name Abanso Mukoye pam the maintenance what to uncra edama and Mresha Bejom Mufuina them. One more mother now one show economic policies are what one and a budget are what one on accountability mechanism are what one snow on to ye ever home. Our brokers for mine gun and Beshab Mufuno or Alban Bagbin Samana Kings for no Cassan or chum them. I know who I know in Egypt them. I the 8th parliament no what to more than the washer Emma and maybe Wayanum, Odinson son, the papa or the Abam or Sanso Cassette them. Oya the 9th parliament no snom 1 year one pa na one so more modern na Oya World Bank and afen so UK Oya Foreign Commonwealth on a development office no Oya the ones why call them wo bo she oman Ghana asen na skepuro bo shode so oman Ghana asen no Oya Ghana abrochi dollars no billion no million no Oya million no according and pim ahesiam 1,600,000 million US dollars and what do so oye omangan asen na the me ku we wash him the beye busom purple edun wo twe and wo hwe na dwumedi awodo bi opede wuti boa no wetum edi etaboa
must as a matter of necessity follow up on this transformative review to build its capacity, to strengthen its hands to scrutinize and examine economic policies, budgets, and the proper functioning of accountability mechanisms to ensure prudent utilization of public funds. Honorable members, I am proud to report that the world is responding positively to the progress made by the 8th Parliament. The 9th Parliament renewed efforts at stemming corruption and enhancing good governance by the creation of the Legal Services and Governance Division, together with the public engagement and Citizens Bureau has helped in this direction. The World Bank, with its global expertise in governance reforms, and the UK's Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, which is renowned for its commitment to strengthen democratic institutions, have both acknowledged and applauded our progress towards improved accountability and transparency in economic governance. Indeed, and not in words, the two institutions are partnering the ninth Parliament to build a well-informed, well-equipped, and strengthened Parliament to foster appropriate development in Ghana. This partnership comes with an amount of $1,600,000 United States dollars from these two donor nations for an initial estimated 18 months period. Honorable members, our partners will play their role in making the resources available to us. How we judiciously apply these resources to attain the desired outcomes will rest on all of us, but largely on the following committees, which are penciled to benefit from the project.
Abusia na onechu no osanso kase biem no do to go no richem dem say ye the means kapudro en wasem rekenya eku awodro obenya ho fosudo ebi in economic and development, finance, budget, public account and affairs public administration na our state interest committees ahodro no and obenya the me grants ni ebi.
Let it never be said or even perceived that the people's representatives misapplied donor funds. Instead, let the news headlines at the end of this project read, "Quickie, clean Parliament, utilize every dollar for donor funds to enhance good governance." I pledge on behalf of the Parliamentary Service Board to play a rigorous supervisory role that makes for judicious use of the funds. After all, our ability to attract more funding depends on how well we manage this project and similar ones. Honorable members, a handshake of appreciation is a magnet that attracts further assistance. Therefore, I wish to, on your behalf, extend a handshake of appreciation to the World Bank and the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office for the vote of faith in the Parliament of Ghana with the grant of the $1.6 million, the camaraderie and the avowed desire to entrench democracy in Ghana, Africa and the world on the following committees, which are penciled to benefit from the project: Economy and Development Committee, 2, Committee on Assurances, 3, Ways and Means Committee, 4, Finance Committee, 5, Budget Committee, 6, Public Accounts Committee, and 7, Public Administration and State Interest Committee.
Wama wansuwa da asanso ekase biomude dwumakui wo wonhihia hodu bia wode eba
Must be seen at the forefront of the fight for transparency, poverty, accountability, and judicious utilization of Ghana's resources. Winning the war against resource theft requires more than a deep understanding of figures as displayed in budget. We must have a better appreciation of data through a mix of financial skill sets and competencies. Conscious of this responsibility, the Parliament of Ghana is doing everything possible to rise up to the challenge. 12 new committees have been established and new offices created to improve accountability and transparency in economic governance. The ninth Parliament must, as a matter of necessity, follow up on this transformative review to build its capacity, to strengthen its hands, to scrutinize and examine economic policies, budgets, and the proper functioning of accountability mechanisms to ensure prudent utilization of public funds.
Yam free da me ensem na yam fa yenwan kire ensem fufuru mu na yam ko yenanyim me ka da na pahema no sia akan kase ebo no waso guda heritage fi enemy studio doblo gono upper class school junction ho en ensem ye difi eba wan sam fufuru mu no oye safe we also district pastor Edem 7th Day Adventist Church SDA oye pastor Elijah Kofi Asante ono na that to go no ochemu dem oye 7th Day Adventist Church for no e won so abine show day but there oye National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving nyame ya dem July bosom ne da ozikan wadre ba no e won so ofodo pa abro ne ensem travel kasa no do to go no ochemu dem the main jumedi obaboa pa eye ama Ghana yenso yetumi afanta papa efra ye bompe wonya ye bompe osunsuma afem ne ye osunsuma afem ze no na ye hunam enwade enti okase na ochem de nensho no wa ye crowd pa de abane nsha odere ba na obaboa amebi atumi akwen wetum edimu eye papa enti onensam twofo kase ode da mensam ahodu ode tun nanim
ni ebi abase bosomi a eye July no ne da edikan no Ghana man nyina fancy ho na ye mompa ye ema oman no ezi asore no so asobo ndenden a ye de eye adwuma fi se ye hunu se so oman no betumpon a enye nipa ho ode enko a na ebetimi de aye ye nyame moa ene nyame banbo enti dwumadi ne hyehye se be ya ebesi ada no a omampani ede atudwa no so ase ya kan nyina abo ne ya bompa ye di ama ankrenkre ne asore no ye di ama oman Ghana the Bible no di ho adanse ye ko man bia mu a ye mompa ye makro no yedi akro no yedi mu na ye nso ye bedi yi enti dwumadie mu no ye se ye bompa ya masore manko a na ye ba ma ye nko a ye ho yom ye ba ma oman no ene wiase a etimu no nyina se nyame o ma ya so ewo saa bosomi emu
nechi no osanso kase bie na ozo to go echem dem obasra atimemfo dem wanya mamba pa na Robert will play another one neza wode wo yeboa e mo man Ghana otum nya kanko unya fa pempapa na bibia atum koye wo man Ghana mu no wo man yan yere hwenwa na emum onya mpa bo so nkote no botum we so ho ano e wo omane mu
ye bompa ye nko ane yetenase a nkunibidie ma success is divine intervention plus human effort di ye bompa ye no na ye so ya famu di ewu mu no na ye enti oman no aye nyina wo man no mu no so oman no be ye a ejina mene wo so hyehyɛ aban no be ye no sese ye nyina ade tum ye nyina ade ahoɔden ye nyansan ne nimdie ede boa se be ya ye honhom de no na ye honam nso de na be boa ma oman no atimi atumpɔn aye ka se ye bompa ye ne ya bompa ye nko ane ya te ada na sede sese ye se nipa no atimabufuo no ya anye ya ene yampa ye no nko no ntimi nsesa hwe ze nyame ntɔ hyehyɛ mfiri soro emfa megu asase so ode hye nipa adwene mu na fei ode maye ne a na so yetu ho anamo na aboa ama yenya asomdwe ewo yasetena emu
na owre isanso osofu isanso ka say oye pastor Elijah Kofi Asante osanso ka say pie na do to go chem dem Ghana fo atimemufo ebinim ewo itimupo bi dem SDA ana 7th Day Adventist Church for no we ensure one the one pay mpa bod one fanya shame ena sofu chem dey onya no kwar no kwa bia de nyim SDA we mpa gbafo papa mpa do papa nanso one day no yin dey enwo no wo abre na abre wo bompai entina Ghana fo bi mu won dey SDA fo no wonye mpa gbo asor
sana dodo na de ye wo mu na Kristo ni bia ni wa omompai jese mpai bo no ya na ye philosophy kan ya ye fa so ba ye mpai ye no nya kikikiki de bia kan foforo bi no so bi no fa so bo no ndi ama e bi no ma adwene ne se dabra ye mompai yenso mi hu Kristo ni a obeso nyame no baka se wo mompai eti ye bompai pa ezi fo bompai papa se ye de ne kikikiki shifted encountering God's power in a prayer se ye de akoma ye ma yakoma so ama ewade na fe neso ane nkomi a bonsam de agu yenso enu nyame nam akoma pa ye na so e de ama no so ne wayi nkomi ano afiri yenso ewo mpaibo mu ayefa eti asem no efiri metu asempa eti edu mbaako egichemu aduonu wotwe ose mo amaye adwuma aso amoneso ane maye adwuma bre mo mra no nchen na mema mo ahome
ya ba sofo na wa mehena home ya na asamo kan odutwa to kra anye de obasre akenzifo wo manga na ha wotu manga na nyim de won hye na won fan hye bia boboa ama Ghana etuma afa ne papa efra na atime mufo nso botum abobra eye owie na osanso to bi ma Ghana fo de wo mayende ne subani bia oboboa moman no yetumi akonenim yende ne edi enkyerɛ
Oman ye ya nyina na yatim se emma no so ba ye nyina na yatim nyame ye madomo a ye ne ya ato aba yi amampanimfo ne amansudifo yi MPC ya ne ato aba ma mo ne hyehye pa ema ye ne ho ntoye wo oman ni mu empa ye amebo ama omanpanyin ni na pamfo nyina ne se ya fa nukuredie ensom e wo oman ni mu afi ye ni ye yemu ama oman no ntimi ntumpo oman ni tumpon wa ka hu se nye wabusua kuntimi hwe wabusua fo nyina nkodu awiye ebia watimi ara ya o maame no papa eye mma kakra no babusua no so na so oman no mototo niema na niema yeyi a obi o wabusua no oman no mu bia no ne ho beto no aka wabusua ni so eho se oman no mu ano a obo se MP wo ba ye nyina agu so bi obi anya amoa efiri ho saa na hu minister bia so oba nipa nyina betu aguru so okopa moa efize obi aho kire no nti o mampani ni na pamfo nyina kabom eye hyehye pa ama oman no asomdwe bam mpuntuo bam adwuma bam a ye ne ewo mu nyina obi aho beto no ama asomdwe aba ye wiase mu saa so na yesere se ye kan bia ma amampanimfo no ankronkra ye wo oman ni mu no ye nya so ne ma oman no tumpon omanpani be ye na so de hyehye ba ne ye ni so a saa mpuntuo na ye wiye no ye sentime nka reseti mamufo nyina se ye mfa nukuredie ene oman ba payo adwene ensom entena oman no mu
yantua ensam no do na ene da enfoyin bi di nkyekyerenche ewe ne abafo ntuntun efficacy drone abrante bia wa kyer abofo bi ohwe na mba pa obo ne kyeremba na obo ne kyeremba no wie no wa mo wanso ada ene baba panyimu bi ono nso hwe yam na nimpo na nyima ena ode oye moko ode fa fomu na chede onye asam kakra o yentei za okwechi ni bi na ye wi a ye de ho amanze bono so achedo amo enti ezo kwado busia ma mendan mo ho sma na mambra maba ensam wa kechi no madzebada no mebesisia
You are listening to Big Family Radio. Big Family Radio. Obiase Eye.
Oh, so in my crowd traffic no more sense. But they forget it. You better have cemetery. Hey, Charlie, Opio silly a nice power. Shabaristas baby. Kitchen cabinet. Electrical works installation is also a very nice power. Where do you sabro you?
If I butcher Ghana hire, a hoto AA construction works.
A hoto AA construction.
Just send a mid danger and nice engine and assassination. I say a fake home. I hope I don't me fear complete. It is a open building company. I must dine one more dinner at Chenas as we fake AA construction works. I'm dinosaur capitry work be a father and who be a hoto a betting I am. Oh, share me kitchen cabinet no papa. A one more day na AA construction at Daramanti. Say ban plumbing works be a hoto AA construction the mushroom. Share me kitchen name a bathhouse. Plumbing works a wahanina a hoto AA constructions. And a ban electrical installation and design works be a hoto AA construction. Yamani City international standard.
Oh, that's very nice. Shetali papa be a yelly. Painting see a very nice and unique. When so a hoto for a and
a ban tile in painting works there. Ahoto AA construction a master class. Quality POP barristers. And now fabrication of modern aluminium works are. For when you try Ahoto AA construction works. Ahoto AA construction works so on bathroom doors, wooden doors, BAB, say a single, double, and answer 1.5. Almost also to main gate or modi governance and stainless steel swai. Trisha Ahoto AA construction for a track a chamai, a bank 3 junction, amasamai, and answer as a Mankesi police barrier. From more number issue 0547 118 843 and I say 0537 883 572.
Somebody else come pick you.
Abusia Mamensan Emao Akwaba Biom Enfambra Anapahema no sia akan kasiebo wawokasa efri edo na mamenfa ensama ochedu biomu yenchedu emo ekopuemu ewokotokuo ma amazebo fall bande kanenu nanka wone ensa woso wonam do no onye oye death trap na chede oye oma wono kwamde se no papa enti se nam do krampo na wabo ehu enusro na wamo yemina hyehyew da ma the main ten what I decided to mpanyifo awodo nyim the one share no wode hu dwuma emfa ma one emma mpanyifo share wode dwuma emma one and they Ghana man panyin ye wura Yohani Dramani Mahama adesha wo kotokuo mu no weite onu so frɛ emma wetum akwaka ye bridge na mo na enwon so wache wonanyi so that Ghana man panyin Yewra Yohani Dramani Mahama.
Jewe o kan obeye wani aje papa bi mani aje pasa kotali ya mayen MPP by wa be kum ye pasa adai wa kuye finally the president baba awa enkola keto nyina be mo mato aba awa ha mjira de MPP ta mo yi kokko gu akira ha no maso de atwa wa bridge kakraka we hwese do mo sia je ne kama so asama mjira so kura me chese se mahama wo che me 100 billion kura nka mani nso de sesibi we aye sei no omunya me bia no ba sesesi aya mfa na mfa ha na bridge ji se kim de o meka se NDC fo no moja no mu de ya de entwanso me bia no nipa awu ya srekse yemi ampanyimfo no ye faso kakra ba obi ama ye kwan ana modie no mu chesa na modie na esei etu mu se emfaso eso minister inde contract and o ma kwai kwasem ne papa na ya de MPP memfa na anda empisa bempra bi asane ye wa ban mu no wa na ye nipa na bridge no wo ho ne ye faso MPC nyina be faso a wo mu nyina hunu se ne ye sitie ye company for so ba we bridge no kwa da o hire peta na de gwa se kama quality bridge no ma e fala bridge o ma ye bridge ya bo se some years ebe ye ma ye nana mo na be be che so ba bridge no MPP aba be suguru so anfie but the mama buy the tosu mienu 1 month to be bridge no 3 months we bridge kama kwa bridge ndo bridge kama they say akwiafo ne o ma mo ni kokoko nyina ebo eje papa no so the papa na ehu bi da kotokunfo de ehu bi da wa ya de so mo ma ere do mama de yesiri form me NDP ni pio ba ni ba ya de o sayi eso do mama nyambe hire na owu ko ne sama be be di
enti ebusia ade hye wo kotokuom na ete wonanka na woda omanpehin Mahama ase wo ne dwuma waye na mom apostle enseso abrentia na odi de me tutru sam na otre abofra bebi obo ne finfina bi na odi moko wi odi fufum no Ghana for the sam chofon krata ba pada wo bo ho amande asami si wo half a scene oye half a scene wo atoye manto me wo na de masami osi na abofra division edu ebien ena papa na wo chemu de wa hange abofra no ono no edin fihye no edwenu eshan 27 ena oye papa kokora no nsa odi moko edi fufum no nso no we edin fihye no edwenu awotwe to 58 ena abufre wochem na sikapudu owie Ghana cedis no million ebien 200 cedis Ghana cedis no ahebien 200 cedis ena abufre okokotamia wa bunu finfram wode mokosu etwetwu no kunu mu ema wa akone nimpedwema na so onye asamulote nenti abufre wose owo ayeresabi ojarehwe wo wia wodno kwa kama nankasa neja owon anane papa nkasa owon na papa nankasa ajeneba enti update ofri da me ensansam hona waba aha ena mbene be makwan memede anopahenma no sia akan kase pono mezi ebesi amo aseda enkoma ahoto construction ways Dim Herbal and afenso oye Root Fashion and Deco MB Cakes and Pastries and afenso Williams Pub and one will be in chidom and the anopay ma ahen pa hema no sia akanka se bonom medebe ebebade no asedan koma osofo Frank Obesekwan and afi ohenema Esther akosia de pa and afi sof mame discipline aka abena papa bi aha and wise we no bo mechidom anopay ema mede dwumedi mede bebade no okay Kenya mbosumu ende anopay izina mejedo aranyene